Hey guys, it's Tuesday. We're here in the Scholarium to see what Chronicler of Farandel has for us. After that, we'll head over to Infinite Archive and we'll see what Filer Ul has. First up, we have Bound Affix Script Cowardice. Adds Cowardice, a debuff reducing weapon and spell damage. Bound Focus Script Mitigation. Adds damage reduction. Bound Focus Script Restore Resources. Adds resource restoration. And Bound Signature Script Growing Impact adds enhanced buff and debuff application. All right, let's head over to IA. All right, we are now here with Filer Ul. Let's see what he has.
A mortal.
We're going to skip books for now. Ansei's Victory Clue. I feel like if you're playing Tales of Tribute enough to care about clues, you've probably already gotten this one. Next up, we have Galen Treasure Maps. These are a little bit exciting because there are a couple of leads that only drop from Galen Treasure Maps. One of them you only have to get once, though, so it's not nearly as bad as our Telvanni Peninsula and Westweald maps. I still think 2,000 Archival Fortunes might be a little bit steep, but if you've been looking for Galen Treasure Maps, here's your chance. Our scripts. Bound Affix Script Brittle. Adds Brittle, a debuff increasing critical damage taken. Bound Affix Script Empower. Adds Empower, a buff increasing heavy attack damage. Bound Focus Script Taunt, which adds Taunt. Bound Signature Script Fencer's Parry, adds deflection of next direct damage attack. Our style page this week is Prior Theric's Shoulder. And there's the shoulder. Prior Theric is in Red Metal Bastion. The shoulders are available whenever the Prior Theric mask drops. I don't love getting the shoulders this way. I do feel like they're a little bit easier to get with keys. But if you have an easier time getting Archival Fortunes than keys, or you spend more time in Infinite Archive than doing pledges, here's an option. Next up, we have Companion Equipment Heavy Armor. I never recommend getting the armor and companion equipment when you buy it from Filer Ul. It is bound, and you're at the mercy of RNG to get whatever trait they give you. So I feel like 5,000 Archival Fortunes when you're at the mercy of RNG is not a good option. Erroneous Archive Map. Consume 20 Erroneous Archive Maps to unlock the Walk Through the Mirror Maze achievement and the Shattered Mirror Maze Body Marks. Here's the Shattered Mirror Maze Body Marks. Again, all of these fragments are guaranteed with enough dailies in Infinite Archive. You will eventually get them all. They will go in order, starting with the mount. So eventually you will get these at 7,000 Archival Fortunes each times 20. This is a very expensive way to get it. All right, our leads this week. We have Crow Color's Chapbook. This is for the new Shadow Queen's Cowl. The lead drops in Orcrest Public Dungeon and Northern Elsewhere. It is a relatively new mythic. You might not have it yet. I do think this is probably fairly easy to get, but if you're in a hurry, grab it now. Our second lead is Sanguine's Doublet from Bloodlord's Embrace. This drops from Village of the Lost Public Dungeon in Cold Harbor. I don't know about you. That place confuses the heck out of me. So if you like avoiding Village of the Lost as much as I do, and you still need Bloodlord's Embrace, this is your chance. Next up, we have Remnant of Cruelty. Consume 25 Remnants of Cruelty along with 25 Remnants of Deception to unlock the Echo of the Abolisher achievement and the Echo of the Abolisher memento. Let me show you that one. Now, both of these fragments, this one out of Leftweald Public Dungeon and Westweald, and the other one from the other public dungeon, are dropping really, really easily. Probably the easiest of any of the collectible fragments I've seen. So unless that changes, I think you should just go farm it, personally. Okay, we left our books for last. First, we have A Feast Among the Dead, Chapter 1. I have a link listed below of how to get these books. You have to know the eidetic memory in order to collect the book. So if this is red, that might be why. This one, the eidetic memory, drops out of Necrom in Telvanni Peninsula, right there in Mourner's Solace Inn. And then you get this one from Infinite Archive. And then our second book, Daedra Dossier, The Titans. This one drops out of Scrivener's Hall. The RNG for books in Scrivener's Hall is atrocious, so I always recommend buying this one if you care about books. The eidetic memory for this one drops out of City of Ash 2. But I have found it very, very, very difficult to get any books out of Scrivener's Hall. You have to collect the keys, you have to open the chest, and then you are at the mercy of RNG, and it's absolutely atrocious. All right, let's go see what's dropping in Infinite Archive every week. New gear drops, both one set from a DLC zone and one set from a base game zone. Okay, we just ran a little Infinite Archive, and we have sets dropping from Craglorn. That includes Way of Air, Way of Fire, and Way of Martial Knowledge. And the DLC zone, Murkmire, which includes Brightthroat's Boast, Champion of the Hist, and Deadwater's Guile. That's it for this week. I'll see you next time.